Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. My name is Aaron. The reason why you subscribe to this channel is because on a daily basis, we break down everything going on. We clue you in, make this easy to understand so you understand. These are things that the mainstream media will never share with you or provide any sort of context or perspective, and this is what we're doing today. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, because we drop a video every day and we keep you informed. So there is a monumental event happening on August 4th, yet most people still don't understand how huge this is. In this video, I'm going to articulate and share with you and explain to you why this is so big. So do whatever you need to do to understand the information that I'm going to share with you in this video, because the reality is everybody's going to understand this eventually. Most people, probably not till over a year from now, when I suspect prices will be a lot higher. So do whatever you need to do to understand this video and make sure your friends understand what's going on. Like the video, save the video, bookmark it, send it to yourself, post it somewhere. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that you understand this. I hope that's clear. Let's start off with everybody's first question. But has Bitcoin bottomed yet? Because Bitcoin is the market mover. Well, another Bitcoin bottom signal is in. It is called the SSR, Stablecoin Supply Ratio, as it relates to Bitcoin. And this has only dipped below the lower band 3, now 4 times. So this is a big deal. It dipped once, the 2018 capitulation, a great time to buy. The second time, March 2020 crash, a fantastic time to buy. Third time, September 2020, oh my God, unbelievable time to buy. And now, today. So the main takeaway is that Bitcoin is looking stable, possibly even showing strength, and with Bitcoin being a market mover, the rest of the market can rally. Now, Ethereum, the second market mover, in my opinion, how's that doing? Ethereum is showing strength as well, and in reality, it's been going through a supply shock, an increasing supply shock for months and months and years, and after August 4th, this will go into overdrive. It will be a supply shock on steroids. So before we get to August 4th, let's just go over everything that's been happening with Ethereum the past couple years. The reserve of all Ethereum on exchanges have continued to decrease and have been reduced to the lowest point in the past 2+ years, which is 19 million ETH on exchanges, the lowest it's been in 2 years. At the same time, the effective balance in the ETH 2.0 deposit contract continues to grow, reaching 6 million. Not $6 million, but 6 million Ethereum in the ETH 2 deposit contract. So understand what I'm saying here. Ethereum is leaving exchanges en masse. A steady supply has flown out of exchanges for 2+ years, the lowest it's ever been. That means Ethereum cannot be sold, or it cannot be sold anytime soon. At the same time, the effective balance in the ETH 2.0, people locking up their ETH and ETH 2 deposit contract, continues to grow and flow into that. Again, meaning that Ethereum cannot be sold anytime soon. Well, is it just those two things? Of course not. Ethereum continues to power DeFi as the oil in all these decentralized apps. DeFi is the fastest growing sector by transaction volume on Ethereum since 2020. So this is hugely bullish for the supply and supply shock of ETH. NFT sale volumes hit 2.5 billion. This is a metric nobody could have ever predicted. Nobody was predicting this. This is just in the first half of 2021. Sales of NFTs have totaled 10,000 to 20,000 every month since March, with buyers still outnumbering sellers, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. Ethereum is in a large part what powers how you buy NFTs. So it's this plus this and this and this and this. The purpose Ether ETFs, institutions all over the world, including ETFs, well, not in America yet, but Canada, other places, they're buying and holding ETH for their institutional clients. The purpose Ether ETF is a perfect example, now holding over 60,000 ETH. not $60,000, 60,000 ETH, and they've continued to buy throughout the last several months. So it's all of these things put together, which is building up to August 4th, that what we've seen over the past couple years will pale in comparison to what happens after August 4th, and I'm going to share this with you. So, the London network upgrade, EIP 1559, has been proposed to go live on Ethereum mainnet on August 4th of 2020 at block number 12,965,000. Now, the final decision, to be precise, will not be made by the core dev until this Friday, but for all intents and purposes, August 4th, or sometime around here, is when you need to be paying attention. So what exactly happens? Well, EIP 1559 is one of Ethereum's most anticipated updates to date. It will introduce a gas fee burn on every transaction, making fees easier to predict and increasing ETH's scarcity. So, EIP 1559, combined with ETH switching to proof of stake, is what's known by Ethereans as the triple halving. And most people don't realize this. Most people don't know about it. To think the triple halving isn't even priced in yet. So this concept describes how ETH will undergo a supply shock equivalent to 3 Bitcoin halving events within a 12-month period alone, with the EIP 1559 and the transition to proof of stake. Expect to be hearing more about this very soon. We're going to share this with you now because that's what we do on this channel. I want to share with you something written by investor and analyst Squish Chaos, who is a big Ethereum bull. He wrote in his recent report, when EIP 1559 comes online, even without proof of stake, it will represent a significant reduction in daily market supply of Ether. Current daily sell pressure, so the current amount of ETH, averagely speaking, that is being sold of ETH, 22.3 thousand ETH per day. Per my calculations, using the same assumptions, sell pressure after August 4th but before proof of stake, will reduce this to only 15.7 thousand ETH being sold per day. Sell pressure after EIP 1559 and proof of stake will then drop further to only 2.6 thousand ETH being sold per day. So to go from 22.3 thousand ETH sold per day to 2,000 ETH sold per day. This drop is where the 90% reduction in supply comes from that I use to calculate the triple halving 50-50-50 equals only 12.5% remaining. So the drop in sell pressure only from 1559 happening on August 4th without proof of stake is still significant, however, and represents a 30% reduction, or about half of the effect of a single Bitcoin halving. This is important because I view the staggering of these catalysts as an important difference as the market adjusts to the supply dislocation from a July, now August 4th, EIP 1559 upgrade. 3 to 4 months later, it will hit again with an even bigger dislocation from the merge to proof of stake. My belief is price volatility will be unprecedented after this. So August 4th is when it begins. After proof of stake launches fully, which will probably be sometime the beginning of next year, I mean, this is going to be huge. Well, how huge are we talking? Well, I mean, Squish Chaos wrote like a 79-page report. This is the one-pager. And this is where he thinks the price could go. At minimum, Ethereum equals 30 to 50K. That's the base case, a 30 to 50K Ethereum minimum. Now, the speculative peak case, this is the hugely bullish case. One Ethereum could be worth 150,000 by January 2023. You can read the one-pager if you'd like. You can read the 79-page report if you like. Either way, this is happening. Most people don't know about it. Most people don't even know how to stake. But staking and everything in this ecosystem is growing and becoming easier. And the plumbing and infrastructure is 100xing, all while the price just forms this, launching pad, this base layer. So this is actually huge news. Sygnum Bank, this is a Swiss bank, now offers Ethereum 2.0 staking service. This is significant because the Swiss bank Sygnum has launched ETH 2.0 staking services, claiming to be the first bank to offer this service. The first bank has come on board saying that you can stake ETH with us, with ETH 2.0. This development means that their clients can now stake their Ether holdings with the bank and earn a yield of up to 7%. Currently, I mean, the yield depends on the amount of Ether being staked in the network. The more people staking, the lower the yield. But you can see where the future is going. Now, talking about a subsect of Ethereum, as you know, I pointed out this is the fastest growing sector in Ethereum by transaction volume on Ethereum. I mean, DeFi continues to just get bigger and bigger. The biggest winners of the week in the DeFi sector: Comp jumping 40%, Aave and Uni enjoying a 20% gains. According to Sentiment Feed, assets such as Aave, Maker, Uniswap, and Comp tokens witnessing a strong hike in active addresses over the last 24 hours. We're about to see a DeFi summer 2.0 like we saw in the summer in America in 2020. Very possible either way. I mean, this is going to get a whole lot bigger, in my opinion. And I guess to just cap this off, guys, this speaks to Bitcoin, this speaks to Ethereum, this speaks to cryptocurrency in general. This is stuff I point out to you all the time, and don't sleep on this. 4,000 institutional funds in Germany can now invest 20% of their portfolios in crypto assets. So, the highly anticipated Fund Location Act went into effect July 1st in Germany. So this is recent. The German federal parliament cleared the legislation back on April 22nd, but now this is in effect. So under this law, new and existing domestic special funds are permitted to invest up to 20% of their portfolio in crypto assets like Bitcoin, like Ether. There are approximately 4,000 such special funds covered by this legislation. If all the special funds were allocated the full 20% in crypto, it would equate to more than 376 billion euros. There's just not enough Bitcoin. At this point, I don't think there's enough Ethereum to go around for this. And by the way, guys, I'm still hugely bullish on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is better money. When you take a look at what makes cash good money, fiat good money, quote unquote good money, when you take a look at what makes gold good money or hard money, Bitcoin outperforms or matches in every single category, even adding a few of its own. So get on board, guys. Get on board. This is the calm before the storm. August 4th is when it starts, and it's going until the beginning of next year.